So today I have an excuse to ramble about the BlazBlue manga. Now this manga is literally just called BlazBlue, but on some other sites it's called BlazBlue Wheel of Fate. So I'm just gonna call it BlazBlue. So this manga is drawn by Sakaki Yoshioka and it ran for only 2 volumes. Now the problem is that the second volume isn't translated. First volume is, but the second volume is not translated, so I can only talk about the first volume. I really hope that this doesn't end up like a Guilty Gear Extra situation, where I finally got to talk about the manga, and then somehow the last 2 chapters that I needed to finish the manga got translated at the last minute. I hope no one's seen this video that translated the manga before, because it's too late. I'm already making this video now, it's too damn late. With this being the obvious beginning to BlazBlue, I could definitely tell Sakaki Yoshioka was really having fun drawing these panels, because god freaking damn it. Now, the earliest known work that I could find done by Sakaki Yoshioka was this one-shot manga known as Placebo. Now, Placebo is about this timeline where Tokyo is full of bounty hunters and crime is pretty much everywhere. So the main character, Mila, pretty much she's trying to make it big as a bounty hunter, and then she has a partner named Kai, who's a child prodigy, and they're like a mismatched duo trying to solve out how find killers, criminals and the like, and try to get their bounty. Honestly, I read the manga before I even started this video just to make sure I got everything right. I didn't want to confuse manga because together, and obviously this is her work, but I wanted to bring up Placebo to relate it to her other work as well. There's actually a list of all of Sakaki Yoshioka's work out there, and most of them are mostly Yuri or adult oriented doujinshi, but there's also series like BlazBlue she's done. She's also did a manga of the video game Soul Trigger. There was also another manga that she did, it was like an action manga called Joou no Shinzo. So, there's other work that she's done that's not, doujinshi or adult-oriented work or Yuri work, but most of her work is just that. You can definitely see from this list right here. Yeah, there's a lot of, other stuff that she does that I cannot, obviously put on screen or I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, this is just a list of her work, and if you guys want to pause it and check out the list and check out her other work, you're encouraged to do so, because I'm definitely not going to do it on this video. Anyway, back to the BlazBlue manga itself. I actually wanted to talk about Ragna and why I like what Sakaki Yoshioka has done for him. Now, Ragna's a lot more expressive in this manga. He cracks grins a lot more, he smiles a lot more, he makes a lot of funny faces a lot more. He generally just, expresses himself a lot more to other characters. And I like that. It's still Ragna, but it shows more of his happier side. Even though it's still BlazBlue and BlazBlue's a shit world, BlazBlue's a shitty world, we actually get more out of Ragna like this, and I really like that. Ragna, obviously in Clemmy Trigger, wasn't the most expressive person. He was always angry all the time. He would, talk down to people. Ragna wasn't a very pleasant character to be around, even though we understand as to why he's like that. He wasn't exactly the most expressive and kindest person to be around, even though, he's kind, but he wasn't exactly the kindest person to be around, if you know what I mean. But seeing Ragna in this manga, just, being just a generally happier person in a way, it's actually kind of nice. There's actually this fight scene in the restaurant where Ragna teams up with Tao. They actually just beat up everyone in the restaurant once they notice that his face is on the poster. And I really like this scene because not only shows Ragna, Ragna being a more expressive character, going around literally beating the shit out of people, it's also showing that he just smiles at Tao, he's willing to take her help, he's actually just cheerful with her. I like that shit. It's actually really wholesome in a way. And there's also times that Ragna smiles at Rachel, and just him him showing confidence, like a grin when he's ready to fight back the NOL, like shit like that. It's just it's small, it's really small, and it's obviously not canon, but I like seeing this side of Ragna a lot, and honestly I wish it could have made its way into the game somehow. Obviously this manga was not going to make its way into the games, but I still like seeing a different side of Ragna while also keeping his character, because even though you see Ragna, crack grins and smile more often than he ever did in the original games, this is still Ragna at the end of the day. This is still Ragna at the end of the day. He's not, it's like a softer Ragna, right, in a way. It's a softer, more, I don't want to say shonen Ragna, because that doesn't sound right, but I like this version of Ragna, I really do. I mean, look at all the female characters. I mean, actually, just not even just the female characters, like just everyone else just looks really good. Like, look at Noelle. I think Noelle is probably my favorite character that's been adapted to this art style. She has this really cutesy face on her, and I really enjoy all of her expressions that she makes throughout this short time that I got a chance to read the manga. Just look at her. She's adorable as shit. Same thing goes to Rachel. Like, just look at them. Or even Tao. Or just everyone in general, but mostly the female characters that we see in this manga so far. They just look really good. Honestly, I guess Noelle and Rachel's are my favorite because it's just the way they're drawn has this very cute art style to it. I don't know what it is, but it works wonders for Noelle. Rachel, it's alright with, it's Rachel, Rachel could be adapted to anything, I think it'll look great, but I think it really works in the case of Noelle, considering her personality and her mannerisms, her actions and stuff like that, so it really works in the case of Noelle, how she looks in this manga. I really love it. Honestly, if Sakaki Yoshioka definitely got a chance to make more BlazBlue art, I definitely want to see more Noelle done by them. And as I said before, I really say I love this art. It also goes to the whole Ragna bit I just talked about earlier. I like this artwork. I mean, hell, look at this shot of Noelle. Look at this shot of Noelle and tell me this isn't the most badass Noelle you've ever seen in anything ever. Look, I like Noelle, but she gets done dirty, and even though she wields two guns and hops around the goddamn place like Equilibrium, you think that would be cool, but she doesn't get to show much, cool shit ever. So look at this shot. It's just a simple, it's a simple page, but this shot just brings up so much badass out of Noelle. And funny, she's not even in some kind of, trance or anything like she does when she meets New and goes into her Murakuma phase. No, this is straight up angry Noelle, and I love this shit. Honestly, the changes from the original source material are so minor that there's really not much for me to talk about. The only thing I really talk about is, Ragna having a fight with Valkenheim, because that obviously didn't happen in Calamity Trigger, but outside of that, very small changes that don't really need to be worth bringing up. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the BlazBlue manga. There isn't much I can say because it's only half of the work that's actually been translated, but it was nice to see Sakaki Yoshioka's artwork in this manga. Honestly, I really hope that if BlazBlue gets another manga or gets a reason to have more artwork made, I definitely want to see them come back on board. Sakaki Yoshioka does a great job at this manga, and I love what the characters they have drawn. They look really good, and I definitely want to see more of it, more of this, especially if it's a manga. I know Blizzard's not gonna get another manga in her style, but still, I would love if it was the case. So, yeah, without further ado, that's all I gotta say. I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone, and I hope you all have a great day.